most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
Very
Bob.
humble guys. Today we're going to talk about 5 simple tricks to stay motivated every day.
That's
we got
right.
these life-changing habits will change your life.
That's right.
By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload it every day. Also go to bobandbrad.com because we're doing a huge giveaway. We're giving away, is it 6 products? I don't know what it is.
5 or 6, we'll get through it. You'll see.
And they're all strengthening and exercise products.
That you can do at home.
One person wins them all.
Oh, it's a cornucopia once again.
There we go. You can also go to Facebook. Did I say go to the giveaway section of Bob and Brad?
Well,
otherwise, go to Facebook. The contest will be pinned to the top of the page. Go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program.
That's right, Bob.
So, Brad, what is that you have on there?
This is the hip strengthener.
Sure.
Very comfortable around the waist. We've got the bands that work absolutely wonderful for strengthening.
And you can get some of the anchors that go to the wall. We got a grip strengthener here.
That's right.
We can also do curls with those.
Are we doing these?
No, we aren't doing those.
But we do have, sorry about that.
Suspension straps.
Oh, yes.
And these can hook up to the Bob and Brad wall anchors too. And so lots of cool stuff.
Oh, they're
Just take our word for it.
Bob,
all right, Brad, what are we going to do for
Bob,
the people here?
you know, I was thinking about this and everything going on these days. You know, life can be challenging enough, and then you have all kinds of other things like
going around in the background.
Right. The virus, there can be financial issues. And in order to be successful, happy, and have a satisfying life, you need to stay motivated. And it's not always easy. So
very difficult.
We're going to go through 5 different steps. We're going to take our time a little bit with this so you can get everything. But the first thing, and I think, Bob, you fully agree with this, is you need to avoid negative people, okay, as well as negative information.
Yes.
You know, sometimes you can't avoid negative people because you either live with them,
right,
or you work with them,
right, or their family.
Yeah, so you've got to work around that and see if you can turn the tide and get them to be a little more positive.
I want to give you a compliment, Brad. That's one of the reasons I like being around you. You're a very positive person, very good example.
Well, that's what I was going to say about you, Bob.
Oh, wow. You could have...
See, it's, you know, we're starting to rise up here, feeling better.
The boats are rising up.
Now, the next thing, this is good, with this time in our society, how things have evolved, is news can be so negative, particularly it just... They just dwell on being negative, and it seems like in the music in the background. Oh, my goodness. But the good news is there's things like podcasts, and you can pick out your own sources. Like Bob and Brad has a podcast right now.
We have a podcast that we've started.
We just started that.
But I love driving in the car now because we always listen to a podcast.
Yeah, you can tune it in. There's not the commercials.
Right.
It's a whole different thing. So there's a lot of good options coming up.
And they have every topic available possible. If you haven't started listening to podcasts, it took me a while before I grabbed onto the concept. You need to start because it is the best way to get information. And like you said, there's something for everybody, even on the most obscure topic. So,
number 2.
Sure.
You've got to be an optimist. You know, is the glass half empty or is it half full? It all depends on how you look at it. And this is one of those things that, like earlier, Bob and I just had a good example of join the compliment club.
Right.
You know, look at someone and say, geez, like Liz, we came in today, both Bob and I said, Liz, I saw Liz 20 minutes before Bob. You got your hair done. It looks so nice. And Bob came in. He said, right, Liz. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, you know, those little things can make I don't know if it made Liz feel better, but she
makes them feel better, but it also makes you feel better. It's just a good all-around positive thing. There's something good to say about everybody.
Right.
You might have to work a little hard to come up with something, but
you might have to get that book out.
Yeah. So this is a book too that I had read. I've seen it recommended a lot. It's called "The Obstacle Is the Way" by Ryan Holiday, and basically it goes throughout history or gives you examples of people that run into sometimes really huge obstacles.
Sure.
I mean, obstacles that would crush many people, and they flip it around to their positive.
Sure.
So I'm not going to give any examples because I'm not very good at that. But this book, it's a good example of taking the negative and turning it into the positive.
Right. Yep. That's what is that? You can take lemons and turn it into iced tea or
into lemonade.
Lemonade. There you go. Yeah, the old memory thing is still. I'm working on that. I know Bob and I have we're fans of Zig Ziglar.
Yeah,
and
we
one
are.
of his quotes that I still remember to this day is, "You can have everything you want in life if you just help enough other people get what they want." You know,
I love that one too. And it's so true.
Right.
It's amazing how the karma seems to almost work that way.
Yep.
Like if the more you help people, the more we're trying to with this channel. I mean that's our goal is to help as many people as we can.
That's exactly
in the world, and it's really brought us a lot of satisfaction in doing so.
Right. Reading those comments is just this morning. I was reading comments and there's happy faces and people, thanking us. And it's like, oh, wow, it's working, Bob.
Yeah.
And Bob is, he's the one who spearheaded this and he's brought this out. And initially I thought, well, I don't think it's going to work, Bob. This sounds, but it's going.
Right. It's going.
So it's one of those situations.
Right.
You give and take, and it always works out better.
And it gives back.
Number 3. Shall we get to number 3?
Yes.
Now, this is right up our alley as physical therapists.
Yes.
Get physically active.
Yes.
If you stay sedentary, you can exercise your mind, but the mind and the body works together. You got to get up. You got to get moving. At the beginning of the video, this W stretch is one of my favorite stretches because it works posture.
Right.
It works your shoulders.
It stretches.
Right. And what does it's the W. And the W is for
I'm not sure what you always
winning. W is for winning. Right.
Okay.
It reminds me of that song by Santana back in the 80s. Remember that?
No, I don't.
Steve Winwood.
Yeah.
Winning. That's the name of the song.
Oh, was it really?
I'm
Okay.
winning. Yeah, I better not sing because YouTube will get mad. But if you go to Steve Winwood on YouTube and put winning, this song, and if you look at the lyrics of the songs, it's about someone being lifted up and winning.
Oh, cool.
And the whole video shows pictures. It's not a video. It just shows pictures of mostly sports people, but other people very successful in that time area. So if you're 50 years older, it's a great way to
From
start.
That time period.
Yes.
Okay.
But even younger people will, you'll know.
They'll appreciate it.
Yeah, it's just a good uplifting song. But anything that you want that, turn some music on that gets you going.
Yeah, if you're really down and you're in bed or whatever, just give yourself some small goal. Like today I'm going to walk back and forth on the floor.
You went to number 5.
Oh,
we're going to get on to that
one. Okay. We'll jump to this.
Yeah, it all fits together anyways. There's no number order here. So get active, do some stretching, get out and walk. Or, and if you can't walk, do some exercises.
Yeah, just do something that you can do in bed and start with that. Next day you do it a little bit more.
Yeah, boy, the mind just really turns on in response to the body. Sometimes you got to take control and force yourself.
Yes.
For me, it's almost that way every day.
Yeah.
It's not that bad, but sometimes I just feel like,
I think when you combine the phically active with if you can go outdoors, you're getting a double bang for your buck there, and especially if the weather's nice. But even, my wife and I, we like to get out running in the winter, and especially the roads are fine.
Oh, yeah.
And it's nothing like it. You get that fresh air and you feel a real sense of accomplishment.
Right. Yeah.
When you run out in 20-degree below weather.
You're from Minnesota.
Yeah, from Minnesota. Yeah.
Now this next one is, have a mentor figure or a friend or a family member that you look up to because they give you inspiration.
Yeah.
Inspiration when you're down. It's like, and I'll give you an example of one of actually a movie I watched. Have you ever watched Rudy?
Oh, of course.
Rudy, he's the little guy that everything's against him. And he just keeps chugging along. And, he never did play football. He's a football player. He never played in college. He played one play.
One play.
And it was a victory.
And he got carried off the field.
Yeah, the only person
to ever be carried off the field.
Well,
right?
up to that point.
Up to that point.
That was at Notre Dame.
Right.
But anyways,
right.
yeah, watch the movie Rudy. Definitely will inspire you. I've got another one, Agnes. I think I've told you about Agnes.
No, I don't. Oh, is she the older lady?
Yeah. I was 39 years old and I did a triathlon for the first time. And here, this woman, she was 72, I found out afterwards. And it was like, wow, she's doing this. I couldn't believe it. And she beat me by a half an hour.
Wow. Isn't that fantastic?
Took me 2 hours. Well, no, maybe it wasn't a half hour, but it was substantial.
Substantial.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, I want to be, so I want to do triathlons until I'm 72. But this COVID year screwed me.
Sure.
They canceled them all. So I'm going to have
Be positive about it, Brad.
Right. I'm going to put a check mark that was okay.
Okay.
Agnes would understand. So I want to go till 72.
Sure.
She kept doing it until she was 76. This is the last time I saw her.
Really?
So I'm not sure what happened after that. Anyways, do you got
awesome.
any mentors?
Well, a lot of times, sometimes they're even ones you meet in life. Sometimes they're ones you meet through books.
Right. Exactly.
I like to read a lot of biographies and stuff like that. There's a lot of people. I try to take something from everybody.
Yep.
The good portions of it. So
see how it fits into your life.
Right. Right.
It's all a piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're complicated people.
I would say that.
You and I probably more
Humans.
than everyone else. Oh, yeah. And number 5, a little sense of humor is always good, is to set goals that are realistic that you can accomplish. Boy, that works for me. If I can set a goal, I just decide I glue into it, and sometimes too much. But my wife helps me with that. But make sure that the goal is a good, healthy goal.
Yeah, and the thing is, like we kind of alluded to before, it may be the smallest accomplishment the first couple of days.
Yes,
that's how it works. That's how you'll build up. Is if you do something because if you make it too big right away, it's just going to deflate you, and you're not going to be able to move forward.
It's like this channel when we started out. We had a goal of maybe 10,000 subscribers. We're getting 200 views a day, and
we were
happy.
Yeah,
it was like, yes, we're moving the right direction.
I remember when our first video ended up with 100 viewers over time. It took like weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yeah,
we just thought that was amazing. 100 people had watched us.
We were, what do they call it, hitting it, or we were doing good.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
There's some popular thing that kids use now or whatever.
They're lit.
We're doing good anyways. So so make sure your goals are appropriate. They involve yourself, your family.
Start.
Oftentimes your community.
Make it sure you start. Yeah.
You're right.
And I'm not the kind of person that likes to give the goals out in public and use that as a motivation, but sometimes they recommend that. Like you tell everybody, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And so
I'm going to lose weight.
Right.
I'm going to lose 10 pounds, and you give it to the whole public. It gives you a little motivation.
Right.
It's like, well, I got to do it because I said it to everyone.
Right.
But everyone has their own different little tricks.
It works. Things different. Things work for different people.
So there you go. 5 things I think that will fit into everyone's life.
Oh, I just wanted to mention.
Oh, right.
I didn't mention this book. This
yes.
is by Gary Vaynerchuk. He's actually the reason why we got into videos.
Mm-hmm.
It was not only his books, but it was also his videos himself.
Sure.
He's a very dynamic guy.
He curses too much for me.
A little bit of cursing, a lot bit of cursing. He's got a curse-free channel too, I guess now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does.
He must be going through a personal evolution too, then.
Yeah, maybe so.
But we got the Dale Carnegie one.
Yeah,
he's kind of like the father.
I didn't mention that one either today.
He's like the father of personal growth, motivational thing.
Yeah.
He's passed, but he started in the 30s, was it?
Yeah, he was the guy that came up. I mean, basically, the one that came up with his genre.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
there it is. Good
old
Dale. All right, very good. Enjoy and stay motivated.
Thanks for watching.